I'm just gonna pop a shoe onto the other side so my brain can visualize everything, and god damn it, I've got that thing on. Let's take this, freeze the transformations, kill the history. I'm just gonna move this D and X. If I middle click, I can snap this thing right here right away. I'm just gonna make a duplicate, and when I grab the scale tool, if I hold down J and I go boop, 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 like that, and then I freeze the transformations, and I also make sure that I'm over here and hit the normals and reverse the direction because I've just frozen them inside out. Great. And let's just take that shoe and hit soft. Take this one here and hit soft. And yeah, that should be good enough for now. And what the hell are these things? Let's go in here and kill the history. Next, what I want to do is I want to make an arm. So to make an arm, let's see how fast I can actually do this. Make a cylinder. I'm just going to go in here and isolate select, and when I'm using the isolate select, that little button over here, when I'm going to go here show isolate select, I'm going to auto load new objects. So whenever I'm making duplicates or anything like that, they automatically are in this window. And I'm just going to go in here and reduce this down to 8. So we're going to do a finger. I'm just going to hold down J. Okay, and let's just pull this over this way a little bit. And I'm going to make this into an index finger, and I'll just kind of quickly do this. And let's round out the tip of this thing. So I'm just going to take this and this and this and delete. Let's take this, pull that out a little bit. And let's take this vertex here and hit Control F11, and I'm just going to delete that. Get rid of those faces. And for a finger, just got to remember that it's going to bend, right? So I'm just going to go in here and insert edge loop, and I'll pop an edge loop here near the tip, and come on, it's lagging. Okay, and I'm going to pop another one right over here. Okay, great. And you just want to make sure that this area here is going to end up being longer than this other area down here. And I'm just going to go in and you've also got, don't forget that you've got this thing in here called a offset edge loop tool, so you can go in and you can kind of go like this and whoop, put edges on either side of this thing. So I might do something like that. Grab this one here and I'll do the same whoop thing here. Great. And I'm just going to go in here to the front view on this really quick, and let's go and hit F. So we frame the selection, and you know, when you're making a finger, it's going to bend here, so I'm just going to make this little padding here above the kind of the joint, something like that. Take these ones, and just like I did on the pants, I'm going to take these and put these in a little bit, so there's a bit of an angle like that. And whoop, something like this. God, there. Now let's dent this thing up a little bit, and let's take this in here, and maybe I'll make this finger taper a little bit, and let's make this taper a little bit. Pull this back a little bit, something like that, and let's just pull that up a little bit, and let's pull these over this way. Okay, good enough. And if you want to, you know, if you want to get, I don't know what you want to do with this, get more technical on it, you could go in and just use the insert edge loop, and I'll pop a loop. God, there. And I'll just kind of switch in and go in here and grab my vertices, and I'll pull these down, and I'll just go and hit G, and I'll put some more right over here, and then I'll switch to move tool, grab these vertices, and put these in here, hit G. And come on. Grab vertices, pull these down a little bit. Great. And I can kind of keep doing stuff like this. Hit G. What time are we at? 4 minutes. I don't know if I can get this done in one video now. It's too lagging too much. Okay, great. And I'm just going to take, say, these faces here, this, and let's push these down a little bit. For my fingernails, I'm going to hit extrude. And I'm just going to take these, scale them in a little bit, push them in a little bit. I'm going to go and hit extrude, pull this up a little bit. And then I'm just going to go and switch to my rotate tool. And I'll rotate these out a little bit like this, so it's kind of like digging in. And if I grab, say, this face, and hold down Shift and grab that face, and I hit extrude, and whoop, switch from local to global, pull this out a little bit. I have got finger and fingernail, and when I go and I hit 3, there it is, cheap finger. Okay, kill the history. And so what I'm going to do now is, I don't know if I like this finger. I gotta quit being picky. Picky. Okay, whatever, there, and Yeah, I like that just a little bit better. I could spend some more time on this finger. I'm just going to take the pivot point and I'm just going to move the pivot point back. I'm just holding down D and I'm going to put it over here. Okay, and I'm just going to take this and make a quick duplicate. Time we at 5. Okay, and I'm just going to take this, scale this down a little bit. Control D, making a duplicate, and I'm going to pop the duplicate over here. Take another duplicate, and I'm going to pop that over here. I'm just going to make that a bit smaller. Okay, so we got all the fingers set up, and I might even just go and quickly, I'm just going to move them away from each other a little bit, like this. Pull this back a little bit, like this. Pull this one back a little bit. I'm just going to go in here and quickly rotate that out a little bit. Take that one there. Rotate that one out a little bit. I'm just going to pull it back a bit further. Great. And so there's all my little fingers. And actually I'm going to push this in a bit. I'm just looking at how this is going to work, and I don't know if these have... Okay, great. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to make a quick duplicate. I'm going to pop the duplicate over here for the thumb. And I'll take it here. And just remember that your thumb is going to go on an angle, something like that, and like that. Okay, and I could probably drop this down a little bit because your thumb hangs down. It's not on the same kind of plane as the rest of your fingers. And let's just go in here, and I'm going to grab these faces here. Whoop, and I'll just go shift greater than, and I think somewhere right around there. Just go up a bit. Shift greater than, right there, and I'm going to delete that. So there's my thumb, and I've got it kind of placed in where I want it. And yeah, it should be good. Okay, great. We're at 7 minutes. I'm just going to take these here, and I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go Mesh, Combine. Right after you combine, make sure you kill the history. I'm just going to go in and take all of their edges. So if I go in here and grab all the edges, and I go Shift less than, this is a Bob trick, Shift less than, it deselects these things. So you hold down Shift, and you drag over them again, it inverts the selection. I'm just going to take all these edges, and I'm going to go and hit Extrude, and I'm going to pull these out a little bit, and then I'm just going to go in and scale them out a bit. Okay, and now I want to merge these things together, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit Edit Mesh, and just for the fun of it, I'm going to use the Merge Edge tool. And I'll just go and press one, well, whatever. Oh, crap! Let's see if I can hit Control. Can I deselect? No, no. Ah, crap! Just going to grab this, and I got to press 1. There we go. It's just going to be a bit easier to work. Okay, and if I go in and grab the Merge Edge tool, and then I go and I hit G, boop, these things start to merge together. G. And you could just merge the vertices together as well, so it's up to you whatever you want to do. And let's just take this, and I'm just going to go in here and soften this whole thing out. Okay, whatever, that should be good. And if I go in, and now that I've got all the fingers roughly in the right spots and they're all joined together, if I go in here and I double click, I get all these edges. I'm going to hit Extrude, switch from local to global, pull this back a little bit, scale it. I'm just going to scale these away from each other. Great. And I'm just going to go and hit G, and I'm going to go and do this again. I'm going to pull these back over here, right roughly where I think they're going to meet up with the thumb. Scale this out a bit, move it up a bit, and I'm just going to go and hit G, and I'm going to scale these again. And then when we get around here, I'm just going to go in and shrink these down a bit. And so you're seeing that I've got basically the bare bones of my hand, and I'm just going to go in here and grab this vertex here, there, pull these up, get that ridge getting out of there, boop, 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 and I'll push these down, because we kind of like these ridges here, because they're going to look almost like tendons or something like that, right? And we've also got a lot of geometry here, and I kind of want to reduce the amount of geometry by the time I hit the other side of this, and I'm just going to see if I can figure out a way to quickly go and do that. I'm just going to pull these over this way, and this over this way a little bit, and what time are we at? 9:47. Okay, I'm going to have to stop and do this on another video.